Ever wonder how the world's most popular version control system was born out of pure frustration? Meet Git, the tool that powers everything from the smallest app to the biggest tech companies. But what sparked the creation of Git, and why did it change the way developers code forever? Let's dive into the chaotic, brilliant story of how Git came to life. This is the story behind the creation of Git. To understand why Git was created, we need to take a step back to the early 2000s. Back then, managing code was a nightmare. Developers used centralized version control systems that were slow, clunky, and prone to errors. Imagine every time you saved your project, the whole system locked up. Developers were losing their minds. Now, meet Linus Torvalds, the man behind Linux, an operating system that would revolutionize the world. But as the Linux kernel project grew, Linus needed a better way to manage thousands of contributions from developers around the world. The old systems just couldn't keep up. In fact, Linux was using a proprietary system called BitKeeper for version control. But in 2005, things took a dramatic turn. In 2005, a licensing dispute erupted between the Linux community and BitKeeper. Developers using the free version of BitKeeper were suddenly restricted, and the entire open-source project was at risk of losing its version control system. Linus wasn't about to let a proprietary system control his open-source baby. So, what did he do? He built a better system from scratch, Git. In just a few weeks, Git was born. And it wasn't just a replacement for BitKeeper, it was faster, more flexible, and truly open source. So, what makes Git so special? Unlike the old systems, Git is a distributed version control system. That means every developer has a full copy of the code history on their local machine. No more waiting for a central server. But that's not all. Git introduced features like branching and merging that made it easier for developers to experiment with new features, collaborate on projects, and avoid the dreaded merge conflicts. Git was like giving developers a magic wand to manage their code without the headache. Git didn't just solve Linus's problem, it changed the way the entire world of open source worked. Suddenly, developers from all corners of the globe could contribute to the same project without tripping over each other. In 2008, GitHub was launched, giving Git an even bigger platform to shine. It wasn't just about version control anymore, it was about building communities, creating massive projects, and accelerating innovation. Today, Git is the backbone of almost every major software project. Whether it's Facebook's codebase, Google's open source initiatives, or the next viral app, Git is behind it all. And it's not just for the big companies. Indie developers, hobbyists, and students all use Git to collaborate, learn, and create. As software development continues to evolve, Git isn't standing still. With the rise of AI-assisted coding, cloud development, and even quantum computing, Git will continue to be at the heart of the coding universe. Who knows? Maybe the next evolution of Git is just around the corner. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed learning about the creation of Git and its impact on the coding world, hit that like button, subscribe, and ring the bell for more tech stories.